Hello there. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we will be answering the question, where are Stuhrling watches made? Wristwatches are not only accessories for fashion, and neither do they simply keep you updated with the time. They are considered to be works of art that deserve nothing but admiration. In the not-too-distant past, wristwatches were seen as symbols, representing social, as well as economic status. These days in our modern world, they are seen in a different light. This is simply because now, practically anybody can purchase a watch. A lot of people these days purchase a watch not only to be able to know what time it is. They also buy a watch for reasons such as accessorizing. Yes, that's right. People consider watches these days to be fashion accessories or pieces of jewelry. If you're thinking of purchasing a Stuhrling watch and you want to know more about where these watches are made, then you've come to the right channel. If you already own one and also would like to know more about your watch, you've also come to the right channel. Where are Stuhrling watches made? Like we mentioned earlier, this brand makes use of Swiss practices in the making of its watches, and some people might consider that old school. Notwithstanding, the watches manufactured by these brands are usually manufactured and assembled in the city of Hong Kong. Some of the watches created by this brand include movements that are made in China. However, watches on the pricier side come with Swiss movements. The rest of Stuhrling's watches come with Japanese movements. Oftentimes, if the watch gives no clue as to where it is manufactured, it is, most often, of Swiss origin. Furthermore, additional components of these watches, including the process of manufacturing and assembly, typically take place in the city of Hong Kong. If you're looking to put in some money on a decent watch built to top-notch standards, then a Stuhrling watch is a great suggestion that fits the bill. Stuhrling watches also do not fail aesthetically, as they are known to catch the eye. However, if you consider yourself to be a watch collector and you prefer to purchase a luxury watch, it's recommended you buy from different brands. Trusted brands include Omega and Rolex. A brief history of the Stuhrling brand. The Stuhrling brand is American-owned, and their primary business is designing and selling watches. They are a fairly new watch brand that also incorporates some ancient watchmaking tradition in their processes. They were created during the first few eons of Swiss timekeeping. Although there's not a lot of readily available information about the history of these watches, it is known how they got their name. The Stuhrling brand obtained its name from a man named Max Stuhrling. He was a watch creator considered to be a master during the latter part of the 1800s. He also resided in the country of Switzerland. In the year 1999, the brand was created in New York City by a man called Chaim Fischer. In the meantime, the great-grandson of Stuhrling named Max Stuhrling IV brought the brand to the online space in the year 2002. He did this in collaboration with George J. von Berg. The brand developed and designed several models of watches while also maintaining the standards of Swiss watch manufacturers. A lot of the brand's wristwatch reproductions include the mark of its horological past. Quality of Stuhrling watches. It's important to know that when owners decide to purchase a watch from this brand, they are not just buying a watch but artwork. These watches are made to be not only beautiful in terms of their design but to be one of a kind. Stuhrling watches typically come with cases made of surgical-grade stainless steel. The watch band is usually created using either rubber straps or top-grain leather. It can also be made from stainless steel or custom-molded silicone. This brand is not scared to provide a little extra in their wristwatches too. An example would be the exquisite alligator and crocodile straps that many of their watches come with. In addition, limited or premier editions sometimes feature a ceramic case rather than the traditional stainless steel. Generally speaking, these watches are quite affordable by the average person. Wearers who need to make a statement with their wristwatch but can't afford to spend top dollar have nothing to fear, as they are spoilt for choice with Stuhrling watches. For example, the Stuhrling tourbillon is considered a premium timepiece and is also considered a collector's item as well. Fortunately for those on a budget, though this is a premium-grade timepiece, the Stuhrling tourbillon is still quite affordable compared to watches from other luxury brands like Rolex or Tag Heuer. Now, here's the thing about Stuhrling watches and collectors. Although these watches are beautiful in form and function, they are made in Hong Kong. This poses a huge challenge for collectors, as you'd imagine, considering the bias people have with Asian products and quality. However, when factors like accuracy and quality are considered, the Stuhrling brand actually is up to par with brands such as Fossil or Invicta. Reputation of Stuhrling watches. This brand is well known for creating watches that are not only beautiful but also creative in its design. Another selling point for these watches is the fact that they are quite affordable. When all these factors are combined, they position the brand quite well in the mid-range market segment where they stand out quite well. The Stuhrling brand not only stands out but has also positioned itself to be as accessible as possible to the public. This has also been greatly assisted by factors such as original methods of assembly and technology. It may interest you to know that watches sold by this brand are available exclusively online. It's a method of selling watches that is not popularly practiced by the majority of watch manufacturers. When rated on an overall basis, the value is quite good while it also has attractive designs, especially if you consider the countries the watches get produced. From the budget price to the higher-end watches, Stuhrling does a good job of ensuring that each customer leaves with a unique and attractive timepiece that will serve them for years. Nonetheless, as potential buyers make their way towards the higher-end timepieces, it becomes important to take into consideration the reputation of the brand. Stuhrling is not considered a high-end brand, and so, even their higher-priced watches will still not be considered a luxury timepiece in the watch community. The Stuhrling watches are also not supposed to be put in the category of the poor man's Rolex. They belong in the category of fashion watches. The positive aspects of these watches include the fact that in terms of design, they make a statement in their unique way. They also make for the perfect watch to be used every day. When you come across reviews for these watches, on the positive side, you'll find that they score high marks due to how beautiful their designs are. On the negative side, you'll find that they score low marks due to the fact that they are manufactured and assembled in Hong Kong. People believe the Stuhrling brand uses Chinese watch movements and methods. However, if you check Amazon, you'll notice that these watches use either Japanese quartz or Swiss movements. Generally speaking, it's always recommended that owners assume the movement of their watches is Swiss. If you're a collector of high-end watches, then this watch brand is not ideal for you. If you want a watch which is functional and you can wear every day, which also has a beautiful design, then this is the watch for you. If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell so you'll know once we post a new video. Also, drop a comment below so we can know your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to check the description below for more details and visit our site, www.zimwatches.com, for more awesome watch content like this.